Hi guys, welcome back to Civilization 6 Gathering Storm gameplay. Playing Cree. Episode 4. We have Ethiopia declaring war on us, which is okay. I mean, these guys, yeah, we have plenty of grievances because, well, I just started settling cities next to their borders. So what do you expect? His military strength is at 499 versus 567 of mine. Problem is, my strength includes the naval units, which, are going to be pretty useless in this one. Him, on the other hand, a corps of line infantry, corps of cuirassier. I do not have any updated units except my field cannons. I still have my spearmen that will upgrade to pike and shot as soon as I get the right policy. I have musketmen. We'll need to work towards the upgrades eventually. At this point, it's important to just hold them off. This is a strategic view. I kind of like it sometimes to just get a look at the improvements and see what I can pillage. You can tell right away, where the plantations are, camps, and districts, right? So, but we'll go back to this view. The one thing that I'm kind of happy about that we are allies with Scythia. And Scythia, I barely have any strength, so I don't know. I don't know how much they're gonna help us, but it's always good for them to be on our side. I have Mongolia on the other side, which we're denounced by, so that's not the best situation. This guy might be. I'm a little suspicious of Mongolia. Adwa does not have walls. I'm sure by the time I'm ready to attack Ethiopia, they're going to put the walls up. Pretty cool thing is that they have Forbidden Palace right here. I wish the Temple of Artemis was also Adwa, but that belongs to Addis Ababa. But this city would be my goal, because then Veldia can just fall due to loyalty, and hopefully these border towns as well. So as long as Mongolia does not jump into the war, we just need a couple of turns to make sure, we build a couple of units and hold off Ethiopia. It doesn't look like they have much of an army anyway, so it should be easy. So I can't sell niter anymore, but I could sell horses. Perfect. Iron? Beautiful. Obviously, we need to raise some gold to ensure and sponsor our military adventures here. One way is to sell off strategics, another way is to sell off luxuries. I could sell off diplomatic, but I feel like it's an exploit. Alright, let's hit our first target, the line infantry corps. Amazing damage. And our ancient walls are doing some serious damage. Gonna send a spy to Adwa to get some visibility into Ethiopian territory, especially like around the border. Bah, pass. There's no way I can. I mean, where's Yerevan? Is he attacking Bandar Brunei though? Gotta get the troops in position here, but I don't want to rush. I want to make sure that I get the troops upgraded. So the first order of business is just to hold them off. I'm gonna haul in into my own cities under the walls and see what happens. Privateer is not an essential unit, but I just love this. Here's first village. There's another one up north there. So, gonna get a couple of bonuses. In the meantime, let's send a couple of envoys to Taruga. This is our first scientific city. I really want to get Fez as well on my side to get the bonuses from Kilva. It is still 4 turns to get to line infantry, so just gonna do some tactical retreat. Everything's going well. Everything is fine. We don't need to worry about anything. We're just gonna hole up. All right, let's hit him. Need to get. Oh, maybe we can take them out. Oh man, that's close. There's just not enough units. Core. Yeah, retreat. Hide him. Come back in here. Medieval walls. Yeah, just in case he goes too far. First coal plant. I mean, we need this city because there's coal right there. So that's ours. He put me under siege. That's a pretty smart move from the AI. Look at that. Pike and shot. Pike and shot can help counter the caressers. Smart. Using the bombard. Just one bombard though. Second village coming up. Nice. Got another envoy. I'm gonna get Chingeti on my side just to make sure they do not stir anything up and get an extra error score, so that works out. It's cool if he just stands there under my walls. That works. I need a core of field cannons. I can buy a field cannon. All we have to do is borrow some gold immediately. This is such an awesome access to the funds. I don't think I can take him out this turn. Oh, it's almost there. And look, a couple of more cores of carrossers. I hate carrossers because they move so fast and it's a pretty threatening force in the sense of pillaging and stuff, but haven't seen AI do much damage when it comes to that. They don't really capitalize on anything, to be honest. They put their units right under your wall, hits. Sometimes they just aimlessly wander around doing nothing. Or like this. Like, what is he doing? Like, what is that for? Standing there, waiting for me to hit him. I guess this pike and shot is ready for battle. It's too bad it's a single unit and not a core. Pretty dangerous to put him out there really like that, but we'll see. Well, let's see what happens. Ooh. Well, he's gonna lose some of his units here. I think it's going to be line infantry. Let's see if I can get this carrosser though. Hit it. Oh, dude, come on. See, that's why I need the core on core. Although, see, single units defeats a core and an army, boom, error scores. It's like you have to weigh that decision and figure it out. I mean, if you can defeat a core, you know what? Bombard the core and then attack it with a single unit to get the error score, right? It's just when you're playing the game, all these things, they're just not happening as you are thinking them through. Bombarding the city can hold out. I'll hold out. And there's an army. But now I have a core, so that will help. And again, oh, okay, come on. Yes. Another error score. I think I'm gonna. Ethiopia is going to propel me into the golden age. That's what it feels like. Now let's just do some regrouping and a trebuchet core. That's right. And move them up into the woods. Let's hit that pike and shot and destroy it completely. Perfect. All right. Let's see if we can get anything. Oh, nice. Let's get some iron sold, get more gold. Doesn't look like anything happened this turn except that we got military science. That's perfect. It's about time we upgrade our units because we do have the right government policy in place. Let's get replaceable parts. Upgrade to bombard. Let's fortify just in case. Hit it. Destroy it. So there's an army coming. Let's put a core here. And I think hopefully we can hit it pretty hard. These guys are going down. I mean, look at that. What is what's happening with Scythia? So far, so good. This is definitely going much better than I expected. Ethiopia really starts the war and doesn't look like it's going to be able to finish it. So it's a huge chance for us. All right, this is a perfect example. Hey, let's bring an army right there, get it surrounded and completely destroyed. So we're just gonna have to bombard it first, though. Get field cannons in range. Boom. And then the northern one. Skadish. And... No, no, no. Oh, Oh, perfect. Core actually defeats army and you get an extra era score. That's perfect. So the first one, instead of an army, let's get an armada. We've got a great admiral, Santa Cruz, who can do it. We have 159 to get to the golden age, which I think we can do, thanks to the Ethiopian war. Let's get the first promotion for this core. This Karas is in the perfect position. Perfect position to be destroyed, rather. Alright, and then there is another one. You put up right here. Hopefully I can get rid of him in this turn, although there's one. Hit him. That's right. Well, at this point, look at the Ethiopia's strength. It's 140. Started at 500, something like that. I'm going to put Victor in Okanisi just in case, and plus he's gonna work well for the loyalty as we go into the Ethiopian territory. I don't know if he's afraid of me or if he's 805. His military strength is pretty high. Pretty high. So Mongolia is on my borders right now. So this is... I wonder what the chances are of him starting a war. And I'm so busy with Ethiopia that's pretty much done. I just need to keep going. Peace? No peace. So we got another envoy. Let's send it to Fez. Get more air score. That's perfect. So we just need one more envoy to become a suzerain. Nice. And here we go with another pike and shot. And it's ready to create another core. So I think I'm going to send a spy to Mongolia, not Kashgar, because I'll be able to see it. I just need an observation balloon. But Urumqi, Urumqi? Send him to Urumqi. Raise the diplomatic visibility. You know how I was saying that we get into the golden age? Well, it doesn't look like it. I might have to levy some armies. And Kumasi has an infantry. So I wonder if I could do that. It is 1,000 gold though, and we are still getting to the science victory. I'm not turning this game into domination. I still want to make sure I can buy universities and spend that gold elsewhere. So we're like at 143 under the normal age. I don't think it's a problem to get to the normal age, regular age, but I am kind of worried. But actually taking this city is gonna give us a plenty of era score. And the Forbidden Palace. I want the Forbidden Palace. Well, no. You only get 1 era score when you actually build it, not when you actually just take it over, conquer. I need to pillage something. This neighborhood looks ripe for pillaging, and 300 gold, that's not bad at all. Let's go and pillage next turn. But that's what Korasers are for. And then we can pillage some science next turn. So I do some pillaging. All of it is going to be easy to repair when the time comes. So not worry about that. I'm going to leave this spine here. Keep listening. Raising diplomatic visibility. Although I'm gonna take that city. So he's not going to be able to complete the mission. That's kind of dumb. I'm looking for oil. And I don't have any oil. I haven't researched it yet, but no one wants to sell it either, which is that's not cool. I want to see what Mongolia has, what kind of coast they have, if I'll be able to pillage anything, maybe, because I do have this privateer hanging around. Some of the cities don't even have walls. We could do the Casa Belli. A couple of options for us actually. Protectorate war. That's 0 grievances. I'm not sure how the other AIs will react, so we'll have to see. So we have flight discovered. On the one hand, I want to get to oil, but on the other hand, I want to get to the chemistry and get those research labs up, which is more important for me because we're going for the science victory. I do want to get the biplanes up, so I'm going to roll with the oil first and delay my path to the space race and research labs. This is pretty much the final push. Let's get some more pillaging done. 1, 2, 3, 4 bombard. And pillage the science before we leave. And hit it. Next turn, I guess. Let's do another hit. And 1, and a 2, and a 3. And another field cannon. No, I think we need to make sure we pillage the campus here. And then might as well just take it. Perfection. Do we need to repair the defense? Oh, it doesn't have any walls. So maybe I should build walls? Or no, more important, monument. We have enough units to protect it. Loyalty is fallen, therefore Victor is moved into Adwa to keep it from flipping, for lack of the word. And I got John Spilsbury to help with amenities. That's perfect. Amenities is a big problem because we're growing, I guess, pretty quick, relatively. And we have a lot of cities, but not enough amenities. So observation balloon here is going to be So that bastard declared the war on Johannesburg. I for sure want to make a statement. either send the units to protect Johannesburg. It's pretty easy, it seems like, to do that. But I do want to get to the capital, to Addis Ababa. Because if I take Addis Ababa, then Ethiopia is gonna just implode, I think. And I have to do a couple more units to build the actual armies. Now I have a bunch of cores, but I'm gonna gear up for the armies. Although the pillaging would be more important. Plan to do a lot of pillaging. A couple of things at turn 200. First of all, Warrior Core by Ethiopia. I mean, if they wanted to do improve AI at any level, this is the simple thing to do. I mean, just upgrade your units during the freaking war. But so I'm looking at this city. It's 84 strength. I mean, I don't think I have enough units to take it. Plus, I have to bypass this encampment that is pretty strong. So I don't know. I noticed that Veldia is already rebelling. I think this is just going to grow faster, and I'm hoping the rest of them will fall. What I'm more concerned about is the damn Mongolia with the AT crew is taking out Johannesburg, but it's going to be really, really hard for them because Johannesburg is like wedged into the mountains. There's really no access to it. But what I want to do is block Mongolia from doing it. Put my units in here and maybe go and pillage Mongolia instead of Ethiopia at this point because I do want Taj Mahal. I'm struggling with the Eros core. I think that's going to help me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I mean, I think we have a privateer that we can pillage the inland sea here. For example, oh son of a! He's got a frigate in there. Frigate! Holy crap! What are the chances? Well, that means we don't have much to pillage there. That was a smart move on my part. I could get to this coal, though. I just have to take a long route. Maybe pillage some of his trade routes. Alright, well, I don't even have units on the border here, and that was not the best idea, I guess, in retrospect. On the other hand, I caught him with his pants down here around Johannesburg. I'm gonna bring my privateer. Yeah, there's nothing to pillage here. I gotta go up north. And there's gonna be some good opportunity there. Oh, and of course there's a village. So we got oil. And we have a sword. Of course, it's an offshore. You just wonder, like, what? You know what? I'll get it from Jadwiga. So we got 25 oil. There's more oil up north here, which is kind of cool. I might send a couple of sandlers that way to explore. Because this one source is not enough for our war efforts. The loyalty is not bad. Not bad. It's doable. And there's more there. Something to think about. So they naturally have a military emergency. And that's why I save some Diplo favor because, hey, you know what? 6 votes. Let's see. Fingers crossed. 6 to 5. That was close. That was close. And I just got to conservation. That's insane. My culture is suffering. But we got to I'm getting to artillery, so I want to make sure I have the force modernization in place so I can upgrade my bombard and keep rolling over Mongolia. I'm gonna get my first infantry. That's right. As I'm moving the troops to the Mongolian front. Because we gotta prepare. We gotta react and mount some kind of an attack. A quick one, I hope, before he gets his walls up. So I see his cavalry, ignoring the zone of control, got through the border. That's not good. This is, in retrospect, might not be the best move of putting field cannon right there in front of the two cavalries, army and a corps. Nonetheless, that's awesome. But fingers crossed it survives, or Mongolia as an AI just doesn't make good moves. Yeah, there's always that good chance that plays into our favor. Yeah, that is not going to work. I might have rushed into this without much planning. He's got a bunch of cavalry. I mean, it expected, right, from the Mongolians, but still. Uh, he's got a 657 strength. Damn. That's on par with me, but again, it's going to be one of those like long dragon wars, I bet, because I'm still focusing on the science victory. So that's kind of like just a diversion, a side adventure that probably maybe will help me with extra science and culture through pillaging. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, as you can see, he splits his forces and then just runs amok around my land for whatever reason, instead of consolidating them for like a one strike. That's so dumb. Look, one cav went up north, the other cav is down south. I don't know if he's trying to pillage it or what, but it's the war against AI, even on Deity. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm not even trying, right? I'm making so many mistakes. I'm not even trying, but as long as we have a similar units in strength and technology, then it's nothing to worry about. Makes the monotony of the later game less monotonous, right? Like people always complain, like, "Oh, the late game, it's so boring, this and that." Well, started a war. Hey, what the the barbs from the north? I mean, those are not partisans or rebels. Interesting. In the meantime, I do need that university here. Let's see. Ideally, would want to buy it, but I can't buy a university in every city, so I have to build it there. Maybe buy it somewhere else where it makes more sense. I'm also saving gold to buy a biplane. That's what I want to do. Once I have a biplane, Mongolia has no chance. No chance with one biplane. I mean, oil is a problem, right? So I'm gonna have to keep buying it, I guess, and hopefully not just Jadwiga, but other AI leaders get access to it. So it's going to be easier to access. In the meantime, every little bit helps. Boom, 200 science. Super easy. And finally, wait a second. What do I need to... Oh, yeah. Chemistry is next. Wow, took a while. Alex, no, we're not selling you oil. Wow, he got himself really into a pickle here. Boom. Done. All right, so I have a problem with amenities, so I'm gonna build a couple of parks there. Finally got my biplane built, and as you can see, I'm fighting a freaking warrior core again. I mean, either Mongolia does not even have what iron to upgrade to men at arms or musket men with niter. Of course it does. It's dumb. It's lame. But this is going well. This is going well. We have artillery now. We have a couple of field cannons. So I think, I mean, hopefully he doesn't put the walls up. But even if it does, it shouldn't be a big problem. Even though Mongolian cities now, they're at like 90s defense strength. So that's not the easiest thing to. It's easy. It takes time. I have this freaking guy running around. It's more of a nuisance and inconvenience than anything else. This was a smart move, right? Putting a privateer here. I have literally nowhere to go. There's nothing I can do. And I see Mongolia is already building spaceports. So I'm doing the right thing by taking them out. I don't need any competition. Boom. Of course. Of course. Oh no, my poison shot. You son of a gun. Well, the walls are up. Chemistry is done. Listen, it's only 82 combat strength. And look at this. Biplanes are so awesome. Like, you can't. Why bash them? They're awesome, especially if you're like the only one having them, who has them. There's a Golden Age dedication, a Heartbeat of Steam. I don't think there's anything else. I don't even know how I got there. I think it's by destroying cores and armies, basically getting the era score and moving through the eras, getting the extra era score. So, but we're in freaking Golden Age somehow. Here I do want to be careful. I don't want to lose any more units. That pike and shot was nice because it did serve a defensive purpose against his cavalry. So I just have to be smart about moving my units here. What I want to do is upgrade my field cannons to machine guns. So again, another sidetrack. I mean, I was hoping to get to the, science victory under 250 turns, but we're at turn 207. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Now that we got radio completed, I would love to go to rocketry. However, we have field cannons. We're at war. I'm going to for the machine guns with advanced ballistics. In the meantime, I want to get to the advanced flight as well. But in the meantime, we're building research labs everywhere we can. We're building campuses everywhere we can to boost the science. We're approaching 400 science actually. Still behind Scythia somehow. But we are really, really picking up now. I mean, granted, we're at 208, but we're well on our way to first destroy Mongolia and then the space race. Oh, here we go. Advanced flight. With advanced flight, we're basically done with Kashka bombarding it because I do have a couple of core machine gun, but I would love to we'll bombard this thing. We'll just go ahead and take it out. Boom. Done. Yeah, because conquest actually pays off. I mean, you're obtaining some civics or tax. I don't know. I don't even know how it works, but it does. Anyway, I'm also what else am I doing? We building the sewers to boost suffrage, but then I was thinking, why am I building suffrage when why am I getting democracy when communism might work actually better for the space victory? But I think I got a campus in almost every city. We have a couple of new cities there. And what I'm doing is making sure that I have a research lab everywhere, naturally. I still haven't colonized this island, peninsula, rather. But as you can see, what's happening here and here, there are going to be some rebellions, and as Ethiopia sort of implodes, if you will. So that's the situation. We're at 420 of science. I think Mongolia built a spaceport, and I think that's it. Manila got to rocketry, but we don't have to worry about him. And Tomaris. Um, so I have no competition. I could technically take as long as I want, but the idea here is, as you can, I'm not building any units. I'm developing infrastructure and making sure that I got everything I need. The only problem that I have, I completely forgot that I need a third promotion for Moksha, Divine Architect, to build spaceports. And it sucks because I'm gonna get a rocketry in like 4 turns, and I have no governor promotion. We're gonna have to build um, a royal society. So it's gonna delay. I mean, we probably lost between the wars, 2 wars, and this mistake that I made. We probably lost like 20 turns at least. Well, not at least, but probably like 20 turns. Now, after getting to democracy, I think the next important civic is space race. So we definitely want to get there to boost the space project construction. At the same time, I have very limited strategic resources like coal, as well as aluminum. Aluminum and power, super important, right? For laser stations at the end. So I need to come up with the power source. I'm hoping I can discover some uranium, and that's my tech direction now. But I'm kind of sort of making my way through Mongolia as well, doing some pillaging along the way. That privateer has earned me so much faith, culture, and science. I think it's paid off in itself. Privateer is what, like 1,000 gold maybe? But if you get lucky, you can be rolling in different kind of bonuses. Now, I am struggling with amenities and have been, but I fixed them through a couple of national parks. Another thing that helps amenities late in the game like that, ski resorts. So don't forget, even if you're not playing a culture game, it's pretty handy. You know, if you have a bunch of mountains around, just build a bunch of ski resorts to push up those amenities and earn those amenities. So pretty handy. All right, taking a room key. A room key. That was easy. But this is a slow going campaign. So my Niter Peninsula has some infantry barbs, so I just need to divert my fighter to clear it out. I mean, infantry along with swordsmen. It's a nice little setup there, so I just gotta wait a minute. So first spaceport, purchasing with faith in Makwa. I honestly messed up the whole setup. I think the war played a role in distracting me. I should have purchased a spaceport in my highest production city, which is Mr. Wasis, so that all space projects could be completed there. But hey, well, at least this makes the game more interesting, and we just have to increase the production in Makwa. And I'll just focus my cities on research labs and factories. So, turn 225. Urchin Earth satellite. 11 turns. Ouch. I'll buy a factory right away. I forgot to build Royal Society so that I can use the builders to speed it up. So, uranium seems to be out of reach. Everyone has it but me. Not that it is super necessary, but it would be nice to get a nuclear plant going, produce energy for terrestrial. Ooh, Mexico City has it. Maybe I can improve it. Oh, looks like we got Free City of Vildia joins the Empire. It's fine. More land for me. No chops for lasers, but there is a campus. And there is a campus in the conquered Urumqi. Here comes the Earth satellite, finally. This rate will still be going. Need like 20 or 30 turns to get to the end. And still quite a bit to go for synthetic theocracy government. That will be really helpful actually for lasers and everything else. So Makwa production is up to 107 with Magnus there. The next project is Lunar Landing. Thanks to Royal Society, now I can actually use builders and their charges towards the project. Too bad it's only one per turn. Oh, look at that. They call it a military emergency. Well, let's see what happens. Boom. Failed. Oh no. Let's just keep going at Mongols with impunity, I guess. Karakorum is next. It's just gonna take us 50 turns. Great Admiral, super useful. So, finally, settling the peninsula little by little, I realized there is uranium that I can get my hands on just in case. We might get to a point where we could use nuclear weapons, but I don't think so. We're pretty friendly with everybody. Well, looks like Ethiopia is slowly losing its cities to my cultural pressure. Boom. We landed on the moon. And nanotechnology comes right away, meaning we can start the Mars colony that I got 15 turns. Well, it's too bad I didn't have a 5 charger builder to go there ready. I'm really falling behind on the planning. But Karakorum, finally, it's going down. And it's a good thing, more science, because we're gonna have to keep going with science until we get to the lasers and whatnot, so we can hurry up the off-world mission. And finally got the synthetic technocracy that will allow us to put some serious policies. I do need some faith, additional faith, because I want to keep building, or buying rather, spaceports with faith. Really wish the culture was going a little bit faster, but we're pretty much done. The Mongolian campaign is going easier with the bombers that I can finally afford. Here's another city falls. And throughout this campaign, it's a pleasure getting era score for each Mongol horse army killed by my air units. And we just want to make sure pillage as much as we can, even though at this point it's kind of losing traction and impact. Should have done it much early in the game. That would have been way better. Lesson learned. With the launch of the Mars colony, the last step in the science victory is to launch the off-world exoplanet expedition, rather, which we have to research smart materials first. This is just a matter of time. We have 938 of science. I can see that some of the AIs are trying to catch up, but I doubt there is any kind of threat at this rate. We have 938 science, so it's a matter of getting to off-world tech and building lasers and hurrying this thing up. Right now, I would say we still have quite a way to go. So I'll just keep building builders and maybe find a couple of cities for chops for the lasers. I'm gonna chop everything. All right, here we go with the smart materials. Time to launch the exoplanet expedition, but I need to finish the encampment because I wanted to buy it up for integrated cell government policy that gives bonus to space projects with military academies. Something that I'm thinking. And we got the off-world unlocked. That's perfect. So just 3 turns. Got a bunch of governor promotions. Let's do Magnus to boost some production. I have Pingali established at my space city with his initiative promotion. Just want to make sure because did miss a couple of things there. I want to grow this city and get the military academy constructed so that it can boost production for the lasers later on. Oh wow, here's the off-world mission as we fight the Mongolian emergency. Such a threat. Oh, here we go. So laser stations. I do not have a lot of aluminum, unfortunately, and I'm gonna have to rely on terrestrial laser stations that use the power energy. So that should be all right. Here we go with another spaceport and Mikasi. Mikasi can also get laser stations done. So you can see on average I'm getting laser stations built like 3-4 turns, meaning that we're probably going to be done in like 10 turns or so as we speed up the exoplanet expedition. It will even be faster if you can chop laser stations, which I'm definitely planning to do in one of the future games for sure. I think I can cut down on like a significant number of turns in a science game for sure. Let's load up on builders to help speed up the space projects. I should have done it earlier, but again, poor planning. Poor planning. I didn't really do what I wanted to do on that peninsula. And what I wanted to do is to chop lasers through harvesting stone and chopping woods, but you know what? Hard production in this game, hard production. It's going pretty well. We are, how many years? We're doing it 4 light years per turn. And I think we have a couple of more laser station coming online. I didn't want to take Zanzibar, but might as well, because it's getting a little monotonous by the end, right? Here's another terrestrial station. That's why it's important to have as much power generated through your power station and whatnot. So now it's 8 years per turn, so we have like 3-4 turns left. But I'm just gonna keep building them. Might as well, they're all coming online. And And this is pretty much it. Um, it was a fun game, you know. I think I failed in opening or starting the war earlier because pillaging definitely helps quite a bit. It's just you have to do it strategically. And this Mongolian war, I mean, it just started too late. Um, and so it's harder to pillage cities that have like 100 city strength defense. Oh, that's it. Boom. You're welcome. Science victory. Listen, it took 262 turns. I was shooting for under 250. Pretty sure next time I have some know how, have some strategies laid out on how to achieve a faster one. So, again, guys, thank you for watching. Really appreciate you. Like and subscribe. One more turn.